gonna read a book. Finley? Finley, is that you? This is awesome! It's Miss Kiefabers' class. I know I'm a little bit crazy, but I think Kipton, do I see you? Camden? What is going on? Well, listen, I was getting ready to read a story, so I guess we'll read it together. We're going to do Ernest Hemingway's short stories, and it won't take that long. It's a great, I'm just kidding. We're not going to do that. It is a great book, though. My Little Ewok and I, be my friend. We are sitting here with a very popular shirt. It's my favorite. You may know this person. And then this is my neck rest. It has a picture of my husband and I on it. It's good to getting all comfy. And I'm in my comfy room. And this is where I do my reading. So over the next couple of weeks, we are going to be doing some workout time and reading time. And I live on a farm. And that's kind of what has to do with our story today. We're going to go see somebody on my farm that is named Ferdinand. I have a cow named Ferdinand. So that's what today's story is going to be about. So again, I'm Coach Carrie, and most of y'all know me. I came in and I read a story. Miss Kiefabers is one of my bestest BF friends. And I love and I miss you guys, and I know that Miss Kiefabers misses you so much. Miss Gerald's misses you. Miss Fain misses you. Mr. Denny, Miss Patricia, your bus drivers, the beautiful women in the lunchroom. I saw Miss Dot. If you ride Miss Dot's bus 1, raise your hand. She is crying. She misses you so much. It's so sad. So today we're going to read Ferdinand. And if you've read this story, raise your elbow because it's one of the best stories ever. So we have Ferdinand today. So Ferdinand is written by a person named Monroe Leaf. I hope I said that right. Monroe Leaf. And the drawings, which were really good in this story, are by a person named Robert Lawson. And this is a part of a library imagination by a woman named Dolly Parton. And I refer to her as Princess Dolly. She's one of the most beautiful women on the universe. So we're going to start off talking about the story of Ferdinand. Okay, I got that back. Got to scratch my back though with my Mickey Mouse back scratcher. Okay, there we go. Okay, all right. Let me get a sip. Let me sip it up. Got my Wonder Woman. That was sorry. I don't do that. I've been trying to do like honey with apple cider vinegar. Ewok, are you okay? Cough into your arm. Oh, woo! Okay. Once upon a time in Spain. Look, it looks like they have this castle. Look at that big, look. Oh. Once upon a time in Spain. Oh my gosh, was it? There was a little bull. Look at how sweet that little bull is. And his name was Ferdinand. What cutie patootie. Look at that. But I got to make sure everybody's here first, okay? I forgot that part. So, I'm looking. Kipton, I saw you. Camden. Charlotte, are you hiding? Charlotte, are you wearing pajamas? That's okay. I am too. Okay. Benjamin, I need you to help out around the house today, okay? Everybody is spoiling you rotten because you are so cute. You gotta do something. Wash the car. We need to do like a wax job in the house. Maybe do some pressure washing. You need to help out, okay? I'm not asking much, all right? Maybe reshingle the roof, just a little something. Okay. We got Quinn, Corinna, Bo. What are you doing, Bo? And then we've got Sarah Grace. Hold on, let me see. Are you in there, Sarah? Sarah, I'm make sure I see you. Okay, I found Sarah. Okay, Sarah Grace is there. Leah. Okay, gotcha. Lucas, jump up and down. Make sure I can see you. Okay, got Lucas, and then we've got Truett. I know you're there. Are your shoes on? Truett, do you have shoes on? Lift up your foot. Do you have shoes on? Because you know I don't. But I got my bacon socks on, Truett, you old silly head face. Truett knows I love him so much I can't stand it. But I know you don't have shoes on. All right, Truett. And Truett, you're going to help out around the house today, too. I want you to help your mama do some dishes, okay? We're doing something. We're doing something to help people today. That's what's good stuff. So we got Truett, Tanner. Where are you? Tanner? Okay, I see you. All right. Finley, my Finley. Finley, are you eating chocolate Easter bunny for breakfast? It's okay, I did too. Shh, I won't tell anybody. Charlie. I see you, Charlie. I got you. All right. We've got Eiley. Eiley's always ready to go. Eiley's all ready to go. Jace, raise both elbows. Jace, I'm not kidding. No, I said both elbows. Don't give me, both. Okay, that's better. All right. Lawson. Where are you? Touch your nose, Lawson. I didn't say pick your nose. I said touch your nose. That's better. Okay. And then we have Chance. I know, Chance. Let me see you. Jump up and down. Do something, Chance. Chance, I got all these people I'm supposed to see, Chance. There we go. All right. Serenity, as sweet as can be. Serenity's going to be an artist one day. I'm telling you right now, we're going to be seeing some Serenity artwork. Just so talented, so smart. We are so glad that you are here. You are so beautiful. Okay, so here we go. Ferdinand. Now that everybody's here, I know Kiefabers here. She can't get her to go away. She's just always there. All right, here we go. So, got my Kiefaber shirt on. We're going to talk about Ferdinand in Spain. Okay, all the other bulls, look at this. Okay, I cannot read words backwards. It's okay. All the other little bulls that he had lived with, they would run and jump and they would butt their heads together. And bulls do that. I have a farm with cows. And we have, I have 3 different pastures, which means like 3 different areas with cows in it. And we can have all the girl cows in the world in one place that has all this grass with all these cows. But we can only have 1 boy cow at a time. Because if there are 2 boy cows, they fight each other. Truett, you and your brothers fight sometimes. It's normal. It's what's called Mother Nature. You gotta just like butt heads. No, you get along great. You're a good boy. Here we go. Then we have, but not Ferdinand. Kind of like you, Truett. Yeah, everybody just loving. Like Bo and Quinn, just loving. Look, there's little Ferdinand. That's like my cow up in Yahoo Valley. Look at that, Kipton. You like that? Charlotte's like, that's such a sweet little cow. Jace is like, yeah, I just want some more chocolate Easter bunny. He liked to just sit quietly and smell the flowers. Unless they were covered in yellow pollen. But yep, Ferdinand, he was the sweetest little cow. But always got to be careful around cows, even if they are sweet. So, Chance, you got to be careful, okay? He had a favorite spot out in the pasture under a cork tree. And there really is a tree called a cork tree. There he is. Look, he doesn't really care about everybody fighting and butting heads. You know, on the playground, there's always that group of kids that are just like, it's my turn on the slide. He just wants to go sit up underneath the tree and have a good old time. There's the cork tree. He's just having a good time, Lucas. Look at that. Charlie, are you looking, Charlie? There we go. And then it was his favorite tree, and he would sit in the shade all day and just smell the flowers. Just peaceful, kind of like you, Serenity. Just being a sweet little cow. Just sweet as can be. Little Camden, Quinn. Look at that, Bo, Sarah Grace. Just so sweet. Sometimes his mother, she was also a cow. She wasn't a bull. She was just a cow. They're called heifers. She would worry about him. She was afraid that he would be lonesome all by himself because he was fine. And some people, you know, they always have to be around other people, you know, just jumping up and down, always that person at lunch when they're like, don't talk, and they just can't keep their mouth closed. I know people like that. And then there's some people, you know, that can just sit there and they can be as sweet as can be, Nicholas, and do what they're supposed to do. We know. We're all made different, and that is okay. You are made just the way you are, and that is wonderful. But we still have rules we have to follow. It makes everything better when we follow the rules. It really does, I promise you. We can learn to follow rules, everything's better. But there's nothing wrong with the way that you're made. And Ferdinand, we're going to find out he's perfect just the way he is. So look, here's Mama talking to old Ferdy. And why don't you run and play with the other bulls and skip and butt your head? That means like get your head and hit everybody else with it. And she would say, but Ferdinand would shake his head and like, I just like it better here, where I can sit just quietly and smell the flowers. Ferdinand's like, I don't really care about hitting everybody. I just want to smell the flowers. His mother saw that he was not lonesome, and because she was just as, you know, uninterested, she just thought that he was just a cow, and she would just let him sit there and be happy. She was a good mom. She's like, you know what? He didn't want to play baseball. I'm not going to force him to play baseball. He can sit there and do something else. We got this. So, we got it. And as the years went by, Ferdinand grew and grew until he was big and strong. I want you to look at this. Remember how Ferdinand was a little big cute cow looking at all the little flowers and stuff? Look. Look at that, Eiley. Charlotte, look. Can you see? Ferdinand got big, Truett. Look, that's going to be you. Truett, you're going to be bigger than your daddy one day. Look at that. Woo! Camden, Charlotte, Karina, look at that. That is crazy, crazy. Bo, that's going to be you. I love it. Oh, all the other bulls that had grown up. Look at this. There's something about to happen. That had grown up with him in the same pasture. They would fight each other. That's not very nice. You have to go see Miss Fane if you get in trouble. They would fight each other all day. They would butt each other in the head and stick each other with their horns. They wanted most of all to be picked to fight at the bullfight in Madrid. And this is a real place in Spain, okay? But not Ferdinand. He still just liked to sit quietly under the cork tree and smell the flowers. He's good. He's an old peaceful cow. He didn't care about anything. Just didn't want to do anything. Now, Lawson, are you paying attention? Lawson, are you still there? Lawson, raise your elbow if you're still there. I love it. Okay, here we go. So, one day, 5 men. Everybody say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 men! One day, 5 men came in. Miss Kiefaber, I didn't hear you say it. 5. You got to count 5, too. One day, 5 men came in very funny hats to pick the biggest, the fastest, the roughest bull to fight in the bullfights in Madrid. They were looking for the strongest. They were looking for somebody like your daddy just to come in and be the toughest one there was. That's right. Oh, yeah. Here goes. They were looking for somebody like you, Benjamin. Somebody strong, strong, strong. Oh, all the other bulls, they wanted to do this. It's crazy, Serenity. Crazy, crazy. All the other bulls, they ran around snorting and butting and leaping, and they were jumping so all the men could see that they were the strongest, strong and fierce, because they wanted to be picked. If you got to be picked to go to Madrid, Spain, and be the biggest and the toughest, man, that's like being on green all year and getting the biggest prize. That is it, Nicholas and Charlie. That's what you want to do. Whew. They're all just strutting around. Of course, where's Ferdinand? He's sitting under his tree looking at all the flowers. Ferdinand knew that they wouldn't pick him, and he could care less. So he went out to his favorite cork tree just to sit down. He didn't care. He didn't look where he was sitting, though. And instead of sitting on the nice, cool grass... What is that? What do you see? Leia, what do you see? Sarah Grace? Finley, what do you see? Chance, what is that? It's a bee! Well, if you were a bumblebee and a bull sat on you, what would you do? The bee stung our poor little Ferdinand Camden. Charlotte, look at that. Poor Ferdinand. If you've been stung by a bee, touch your nose. It hurts, doesn't it? I don't like that. Wow, did it hurt? Ferdinand, he jumped with a snort. He ran around. He was puffing and snorting, and he was pawing to the ground. You would have thought he turned into Coach Carrie and was crazy. He was just going everywhere. Poor Ferdinand. Oh, well, those 5 men that came to pick out the biggest bull, they saw him and they shouted with joy, and they were like, here he is. We just found the largest, the greatest, the most bestest bull in the world. We just found the one that's going to Madrid to fight. They thought they found him. It was Ferdinand. So they got him, and they put him in a cart, and they took him to Madrid. They didn't know. What a day it was. And this is all very true. Not really the whole thing, but here it is. What a day. When the bull comes into Madrid, all the people get into the streets, and they're all excited, and they have music playing, and they have all these beautiful ladies with flowers in their hair. Oh, it's so wonderful, and they have such beautiful music. They have different types of guitars, and they have something called an accordion. Wait, right there. Truett, don't move. I know that's going to be hard, but don't move. This is an accordion. So they would have had instruments like this that they were playing in Spain, and they would have guitars, and it'd be a little bit smaller. There's something called a Spanish guitar, and it's a lot the same, but it has a different sound to it. So those would be different things, because everyone has those inside their house. So anyway, but where were we? So they had a parade, boo-ba-da-boo, and look, see this right here? Well, might as well pull something like that out too. They had the trombones and the trumpets. I don't know how this works because it's not my instrument. Here comes Ferdinand. Obviously, I'm a percussionist. So, all this crazy stuff is happening. Look, here comes Ferdinand. They're so excited. So excited too. First came, and then the bandoleros with the large sharp pins and the ribbons, and they had to stick in the bull to make him mad. That doesn't sound very nice. Somebody stick me with something. Make me mad. Stick them. Next came the picadors, who rode the skinny horses, and they had the long spears to stick in the bull to make him madder. So you got all these people sticking things in our sweet little Ferdinand. All he wants to do is sit under the cork tree and smell the flowers. And then you had the matador. Now, a matador is a bullfighter. And they're like superheroes. You know how there are like famous people in the United States, like, you know, rock stars, and like Miss Fane and Miss Gerald's, like people that you see and it's like, oh my goodness, here they are. A matador in Spain, which is a different place, it's not in America, is like super famous, and they train every day. And it is a part of their history. They've had matadors for a very long time, and they still do. A lot of times it's something that families pass on from grandfather all the way down. It's kind of a neat history. So here comes the matador, and he is the proudest of them all. And I don't think that's a Spanish accent. I don't know, but we'll go with it. And he was very handsome, and he bowed to the ladies, and he had on a red cape and a sword, and he was supposed to stick the bull last of all. What did the bull do to him? Poor little Ferdinand just wanted to sit under his tree. And then the bull, and you knew who it was, don't you? Tanner, who was it? Who was it? Serenity? Who was the bull? Can you tell me who the bull was? Quinn, who was the bull? It was Ferdinand. Look! They called him Ferdinand the Fierce, and all the Bangladeros were afraid of him, and the picadors were afraid of him, and the matador was scared stiff. Everybody's been poking him all day, and they saw what a big, scary-looking, big old bull he was. Sarah Grace, Bo, they didn't know what to do. They were like, look at this big bull. What are we going to do? Don't worry, we're almost to the end. We're going to find out. Ferdinand ran into the middle of the ring, and everyone shouted and clapped because they thought he was going to fight fiercely and butt and snort and stick his horns around. They thought he was going to attack the matador, or maybe even jump over the fence and come into the crowd and get his horns and get everybody and be like, I'm going to get you. You took me from my tree, and then you stuck me with a bunch of pins. Yeah, Sarah Grace, that's what they thought was going to happen. I know, Jace, Lawson, this is what is happening. That's what they thought. Look, and this is what it looked like. It was a big arena, and thousands upon thousands of people were there. And a long time ago, they didn't have deodorant, I know. And you know what they would get? They would get oranges, and they would cut them in half, and they would have these women with baskets that would sell these oranges, and it wasn't to eat. They would get oranges and put them under their armpits so they wouldn't smell bad. That's true. Anyway, but not Ferdinand. No. I really want to do a Spanish accent, but I can't. That's coming across as French for some reason. When he got to the middle of the ring, he saw the flowers and all of the lovely ladies' hair, and he just sat down because he wanted to smell them. Look at our sweet Ferdinand. He's so sweet. Look at how sweet he is. Everybody thought he was going to be a big mean bull, but Ferdinand's not mean. He's like everybody in Miss Kiefabers' class, Truett. Look. Tipton. He wouldn't fight. He wouldn't. And be fierce no matter what they did. He just sat and smelled, and the Bangladeros were mad, and the picadors were madder, and the matador was so mad he cried he couldn't show off with his cape and his sword. Look at that, Charlie. Truett, do you see that? He couldn't play. Chance, they were all so upset. They couldn't do it. It was crazy. No bueno. Nobody was happy. So they had to put the bull back in the little cart and take Ferdinand back where they found him. Bull didn't do what they wanted to do. Nope, didn't happen. And for all I know, Ferdinand is still there under his favorite cork tree, smelling the flowers just quietly. And he is very happy. Ferdinand. The end. So, I know it's raining this morning. I'm talking to you on a Monday morning. But if you get a chance this week sometime, if it's not raining and it's pretty outside, you can be like Ferdinand and go sit under a tree and just smell the flowers. Do not sit on a bumblebee. Please, Truett. Tanner and Finley and Charlie and everybody, Nicholas, Eiley, Jace, do not sit on a bumblebee. Make sure you look before you sit down under the tree. Miss Kiefabers class, thank you for sharing my story time with me this morning. I love you so much. And before we leave, we're all going to do a big class hug, okay? Because we can't hug each other in real life, and that makes me very sad. So you're going to hug yourself. Ooh. Truett, are you hugging yourself? Truett, I need you to hug yourself because I love you. Quinny, come on. Okay, next video, hopefully I will be in the garden and we're going to go look at our version of Ferdinand. But I love you so much. Do something nice for somebody in your house today, even if it's just thanking them. Draw them a picture. Ask what you can do to help. I love you. Bye.